So you should be able to hear me. Good. All right. Yes.
The thing is, this one's really he's being asleep.
What in the hell is your YouTube channel? Can you hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yep. We're good. We are good. And then you can, if something's wrong, you can just take the headphones off and just come find me. That's fine. No one's gonna sit in here. Actually, hold this real quick. Perfect. Right there. You're good. Okay, guys, we are live here from the Richmond. We are live from Dale City Flea Market. We're beta testing some software. Hopefully, this works for you guys. We're gonna go as slow as we can with the camera angles to make sure that the whole picture doesn't phase out. But we should, knock on wood, have everything figured out here. So we're gonna do a quick little walkthrough, and we're gonna see how things go. Let's get after it. Perfect.
You want me to see the camera first?
Sure, why not? And all you gotta do is just pick a vendor and we just start looking at the stuff. It's not really about me right now. I don't have to be on camera. Just kind of look at all the products and stuff. So yeah, let's just do a big circle. Yeah, right here. Again, come on down to the Dale City Fishing Show. We are here all the way until, I believe, 1 p.m. today. We are now open. Doors opened at 8 a.m. Come on down. You want to get here as early as possible just so you can take advantage of all the great deals that they have. Yes. Tons of beautiful baits that you can come on down here, find a complete hidden gem. You want to get down here as early as possible, though, because a lot of these deals are going to be going real quick. All right. And then if you want, and then what we're going to do is, like, if a booth is busy, we'll come back to that booth. So what we're going to do first is a quick walk around, and then we're going to start getting people here to come on the mic. Apologies if I don't sound like my chipper self. I'm a little under the weather. Ladies and gentlemen, I am actually shocked. We have great service. I don't know why in the hell at the Richmond Fishing Show the service was crap. At Raleigh it was crap. But here at the local fire department in Dale City, they have completely good internet. So if you ever want to play video games online, stream, come on down to the Dale City Fire Department, because apparently the service is fantastic. It's great. No, service is good. Knock on wood. No, that's about right. Look at some of these baits. These baits are incredible. I have no idea what that is. That looks pretty cool. Take a look at these beautiful spinner baits. How you doing? Mind talking about your booth a little bit? These are absolutely beautiful.
My dad makes some of these. Eat some of the Lord.
Wow. What's your best seller, usually speaking?
I don't know. It's my first day.
Look at these.
Yeah.
Let's keep on going.
I'm sorry. I can't eat it.
Oh, you're good. You want to talk about your baits at all?
All
right, go for it.
okay. They're all handmade. I make everything myself. Sell them very reasonable. I ran across a great deal on some stuff to put together, so it didn't cost me a lot, so I pass on the savings to the customer.
What's your favorite one that you made?
Probably, I've got this in 3 different sizes. It's there's a lure that Dave's Tackle out of North Carolina makes. They call it a tiger shark, and this is it's good for laying down in the grass, stuff like that. I've got 3 different sizes of it. So, but like I said, this is painted with airbrush, and it has a 2-part epoxy clear over top of it.
Oh, that looks amazing.
We sold a lot last week at that big show in Fredericksburg, and
How was the Fredericksburg show? Was it pretty good?
it was the best show we've had so far. It was like in the past we've been kind of teetering around 45 to 48 vendors. We had 56 vendors, and we had about a little over 600 people came to the door.
Wow,
So it was a real good show, best show we've ever had.
that's
It
awesome.
was that 10th year. So
That's fantastic. Well, yeah, thank you so much, guys. Come on down to Data City. Come check it out. We're going to keep on going here. We're just going to bounce around, and let's go to him because there's nobody there. So, huh? Bounce around?
It's good him.
Well, yeah. So what we're trying to do is because some people will be busy, we want to make sure that we kind of give everyone a chance. So come take a look at this guy's booth right here. Absolutely gorgeous baits through here. This gentleman will be on the show later today. We're going to do a recorded show as well to talk about him and everything he's got here. But we're going to give a quick little sample, an appetizer. If you want, you can take this mic right here, boss man, and go for it.
Good afternoon. My name is James Count from MX Plugs. I'm a custom design wooden plug maker. Everything is handcrafted, hand painted. I make a variety of baits for freshwater fishing for bass, bluegill, snakeheads, pike, pickerel.
What are your favorite baits? What are your favorite baits for bluegill?
My favorite baits for the bluegill are one, the panfish poppers, which I fish for these during the spawning time. Bluegill, crappies, panfish, that type. As well as I have these small little mini crankbaits for bluegill and crappie also.
What about bass? What is your favorite for bass?
My favorite for bass would be poppers. I like fishing poppers. So here are the poppers I have. Poppers you fish on top. They make a nice popping sound. They have a nice weight to them. And I also fish the top baits. Very similar to the old Hendon Devil Horse from years ago. Makes a lot of sound. And I have this one here, which sometimes will outcompete the whopper popper.
What are the best baits to get kids involved?
The best bait to
That's
get kids
basically
involved in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you keep going, man. Okay, great question. Go for it.
Best bait to get the kids involved in would be poppers, because they can cast it out they can see where it lands, they can see how it works, and when the fish grabs it, they can see the fish grab it. It keeps them very excited.
Yes.
And along with my plugs, I also have matching keychains. So some of the keychains are the same design as the plugs, and some of the colors also are the same design, same colors of the fishing lures. I recently became a beekeeper, and I also have bee keychains for other
That
beekeepers.
is cute.
In addition to all of my other skills, I have corkscrew bottle stoppers. I have oyster shuckers, bottle openers, all within the same scheme of the fishing lures.
That's
I
awesome.
recently got into some gallery work where I have hand carved some mahi mahi catfish. I have a little layer here with the mahi inside.
That catfish is incredible. I love that. I love that.
And on the table, I have some unrigged plugs. A lot of people like to use their own hooks. So I make the plug itself, and they can rig it with their own hooks they choose. And up on the rack here, this is the saltwater version. Here's your big plugs. I have Hop and Swim, which is my own design. It allows you to pop it, as well as you can retrieve it very slow and it swims. And it has a long tail behind it, which gives a nice wavy reaction. Then I have my metal lip swimmers. Big pencil poppers. I have the popping cork. This is used for a red drum. Many of the popping corks, people notice that the fish will actually grab the cork itself. My popping cork actually has a treble hook on the cork.
Oh, cool.
This allows you also to catch a possible double header if you're fishing a school of fish.
That is so cool.
So let's say we start a kid with one of these. What is the next for like going deeper? What's the
The next thing from a popper would be a diving bait, such as a crankbait with a bill in front.
Yeah.
A minnow type crankbait with the bill in the front. This allows the bait to float on the surface where they can see it, and when retrieve it, it dives down to where the fish are, and that's where they can get the excitement because they get the bite from the fish
Bring the
as the
fish
fish
out.
dive.
That's fantastic.
And guys, come on down here to the Dale City Show. They're going to be here till 1 p.m. I'm going to get James on the show again later on today to sit at the booth. We're going to go a little bit more in depth. But yeah, thank you so much, boss. Oh, and we got one more thing to show off too.
These are the corkscrews, custom design.
That's awesome. So you remove it and then cork it.
Yeah, that's really cool,
That's awesome.
dude. No, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Birthday presents right here.
Yes, dude. Awesome stuff. So, and then guys, again, we're going to be back here later on today. We're just going to keep on keeping on. Just do a slow panning shot of this. Service guys, yeah, please put a thumbs up in the chat if you're liking this so far and if the service is relatively good, if the audio is clear. I'll move the mic away from my mouth. I don't know why I'm like making love to the mic right now, and I apologize for that. I'm so used to when I'm in a podcast booth, you're supposed to keep the mic as close as possible, so I sometimes get a little too physical with it. Yeah, I feel like for these walkthroughs, you really don't need me talking. If I could overlay like some elevator music or some jazz, you know, that would be the thing. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's go take a look at this bad boy right here. Oh, yeah, go for it. First, half past first cast. Look at that stuff. And then where is Dave Smith? We're going to get Dave Smith on the show, too. Looking good so far. You mind talking about your baits at all? Hyping them up?
Sure.
There's your mic right there.
Right.
So, if you're going to tell everyone what this booth is, who you are, and what you got.
Sure. My name's John Crankleton. I'm selling custom painted crankbaits. I fish with crankbaits. I've been doing this for about 20, 25 years where I've been actually painting my own. And so as a hobby, I paint things that I fish with and then sell them at these type of flea markets.
So, yeah, what's your favorite one that you've painted?
So probably the favorite one, and the one that I catch quite a bit of fish on early in the spring, is a Crunkleton red crawl. So red is great in the spring. This is in a wiggle wart pattern here, or on blank. Has a little bit of a orange belly to it that is critical there for the fish to be able to kind of key on. Like this bait quite a bit in the early springtime, catch a lot of fish on. And then as it goes on, I transition more towards what I call a summer crawl. Our crawfish in the river get to be green. They get to be kind of a greenish brown type of color, but also it has a little bit of a iridescent scarlet on the very back of the bait that flashes.
The color is so cool.
So if you take this out in the sunlight, it would actually flash. It would really stand out. And so I like to use iridescence in there. It just helps with the way that the fish see the bait. And I'll fish those a lot in a wiggle wart if I can get by with it for rocks, but also in a baby 1 minus blank. I don't have any of these left in that color because I just sold out first thing. But the baby 1 minuses for our Potomac River grass work really well as a blank. This is a knockoff. You can't find the baby ones anymore. But if you listen to the rattle on the knockoff, it actually sounds very close to some of the original baby 1 minuses. So it rattles. It has more of a single ball rattle in the actual bait. So I fish a lot of these in the summertime, and the guys in the club fish a lot of these as well.
And I think that's important, guys. If you're going to do these shows, you got to get here early just to make sure you get some of these really cool baits before they go, because they will go like hotcakes. I was going to say that blue crawl, that thing has come on. I've seen more and more companies do like that blue crawl color.
Yeah, I like this color here. It's very similar to kind of the summer crawl. What it gives you is a pearl blue on the top. And so it's a pearl blue. It flashes again. It gives you a little bit something different to be able to see. So you do see some of this. It's not as common up here, but this color also works well in the clearer type of waters or something where you need a little bit of flash to go forward. So I do like the blue crawl. Sell quite a bit of these too. So I've got folks that have come back.
Oh, that's awesome. So then, do you have any more shows that you're going to be doing this year?
This is the last one I'm going to be doing, but certainly you can get a hold of me through the New Horizons Bass Club. Come out, help fish one of our tournaments there as a guest. We're certainly welcome to have those and give me a call.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Come on down here, guys. The Dale City Show. Let's keep on keeping. This guy's a chatty Cathy. I know he likes to talk a lot. So yeah, I mean, you know the spiel. So yeah, we're here at the Dale City Show, brought on by these guys who made this happen for so many years.
You should be talking. Oh, you got it.
Yeah, I got one here too.
Well, good morning, everybody. We are having a lot of fun down here at Dale City, and a lot of the proceeds are going to the Kids Derby from New Horizons. So the excitement is here. The vendors are here, and you should be here. Do you have any questions?
Dude, he knows how to do this, man. That's it. That's all I wanted. There we go. Yeah, come on down, guys. I'm going to go down this way and scare him. Yep. Not only does he run a great tournament organization, he's pimping out chatterbaits, too. I'm doing good, boss. Yeah, I mean, what's going on with these? Are these your handcrafted, autographed?
Many chatterbait brands I've tried over the years. I love chatterbaits, and I've probably tried every chatterbait that I've ever seen. These are a lot of them that they're all variations of the original chatterbait. So most of them are original chatterbaits, one way or the other.
I haven't seen that kind of design before.
That was just one that they came out with. It was different. Had a little bait, a little fish on the back of it. There's a couple more like that in there somewhere. Here's one.
Breaking the tail.
Here's another one over here. Just different variations.
Oh, nice little bait. Might get this. If you guys get here soon enough, he will autograph them for you. That is awesome.
Yeah.
And guys, also go check out Potomac Team Series. This is one of the better Virginia series that are out there. I think there's only like really two, but this is one of the best out there. Starting up in the spring, is it
March 15th.
March? Yeah, he would know.
First one's March 15th. You have to fish 5 of the original 8 tournaments, and then you qualify for the Classic, which is 100% payback. Last year, I paid back over $20,000 paid back in the final Classic. So
There you guys have it. Go on, check
need
that
to
out.
fish it for the season. Good way to make some money.
It's a really great way to get some money. I'll put a link in the episode description to this thing when it gets re-uploaded, guys. So you can go check out Potomac Teams. Great organization, great series. We're going to keep on going on here with this walkthrough.
Thank you, sir.
Yep,
Have
you're
a good day.
boss. All right, take a look at these. So yeah, we're actually, guys, I am shocked. First off, I mean, I'm in this. I feel like I know it's too soon, but I feel like some of those airplane victims and the people in the Comanche. I'm just in shock right now because we have great service. Might be too soon to make that joke, but I don't care. This guy apparently knows a thing or two about crankbaits. Allegedly, he just got into this a couple days ago. Brand new. We're gonna get into it. So for the people that don't know at home, he basically collects like this. We call it collecting, not hoarding. Okay, we put a positive spin on it. It's educational displays. Can you tell me? Is there one thing you can tell a story about? One bait? I know there's like
Not in that box. I bought that box all together, so I'm selling it all together.
What is this though?
I don't know what it is. I don't deal in the older. You know, I might go with the devil horses, the old wooden ones. But
That's cool.
yeah, a story. Yeah, sure. You know, this one, little crayfish. There's a whole series of them with the orange belly, the green belly, the yellow bellies. And basically that's just Susquehanna River. That is just a color that people throw up on the Susquehanna. And it's, you know, people that fish for smallmouth are looking for, and it's a friend of mine used to what he called shore shopping on the Susquehanna, the lower right there below the dam. When the tide would come in, you have a flood tide, and they'd have release all the water. It all goes up into the trees, and then it goes and subsides. So he goes walking along the shoreline, and he finds baits. And over years, and sometimes he 50 to 80 baits in a day. He's just walking along the shoreline and picking baits up. And he got a collection of these. All of these basically flowed down the Susquehanna River, and that's just one of those baits that a certain region people will throw. And
why isn't this design in general has fallen out of favor? Like you don't see a lot. Yeah, like I remember this as a kid, like being deadly for smallmouth.
The guys that throw little streams and they still come and pick them up from me. I got a pretty good following on the the crawfish. Really? So you got a whole bunch of different types and sizes. You got the little teeny ones, that people throw on very light tackle, and then they get a little bigger. They get into that size, and then you got some variations. For example, I got them here somewhere. The older square lips, which I think I got any there. But then you have the cup lip versions that have that little bowl. Then they went to the flat lip, which is what that one is. And then they got the deeper diving and then shallower diving. But for a short period of time, they did the fast track.
Oh, cool.
And when they increased the reel speed from 5-to-1 to 6-to-1 or 6.3-to-1, Rebel didn't think that they would run correctly. So they put a new lip on it. And then they found out it didn't make a difference. So they stopped making them. So these were very short-lived, baits with that fast track for about a year or two, and then they stopped making them. Well, there's not many of them out there. So if you find a fast track, you got a rare bait.
Get on it real quick.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. So you want to get a painting shot of just his whole? I think he owns all this stuff. So
all of my stuff here.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, this is it. A lot of wood stuff, custom wood stuff down here. Japanese, all coming over from Japan. And then a mix of stuff that I pick up for guys that fish. A lot of the different baits, the baby 1 minuses, which we've talked about. Pick those up for guys that like to throw them, and just a variety of different things. Some of the bandit baits. And just a mix of things.
These are in a bulletproof case. Why are they in a bulletproof case?
That's a display case.
Okay.
That's just, I put them out there. There's a few in here that have a little bit of money to them. This one I picked up last week, and this splatterback and the KB ones. Those are pretty rare colors and harder to find colors.
I can see that you have one color here.
I end up with those. Those are more popular. The more common colors are the shads. Tennessee shad, Bagley Tennessee shad is just a common color.
Gotcha.
So you end up with that. The craw colors, those are very common as well. So and then you get a little more rare. You start getting into the rarer colors.
Is this your last show of the year?
No, I'm going to be down in Augusta, Fishersville, next Saturday. I'm going to be down there for 1 day of the 2-day show. That's a great show. Doug's, has really worked on that show. And then they have another outdoor show at the same location in 2 weeks, I think also. So that's, so you got that going on. I don't know if Hopewell is doing theirs, the PVA show down in Hopewell. Hopefully they are, but I haven't heard anything. And then Berkeley Springs, West Virginia, that high school show, run by the high school team. That's a good show to go to as well.
Awesome.
So got that, and So there's a bunch of things to do.
There you
go. Shows to.
So guys, come on down here. If not, we're gonna find them to get some of these deals. It's amazing. Just this is a lot. This is impressive. How much you've accumulated.
Yeah, it's just a little bit over time, and like these bags over here. There was a guy I bought them from. He's getting out of fishing, and he had bags and bags and bags, and we worked a deal for the bags. And so what I try to do is I get them for a good price, and I try to keep the price down. Because if I go online for like the baby 1 minuses, they're selling $25 a piece, just for one bait. And I try to keep the price down,
Why is that OG baby 1 minus so hot? Is it because of also we're just next to the place that it's good at?
Yeah, well, it's tidal water. Yeah. I mean, you got the James Potomac and the bay, the upper bay, and the grass flats and how it runs over top of grass, and depending on your rod position, how deep you want it to run, how shallow. And just the original ones, everybody, guys that fish them fell in love with that. And then when they modified them and they started to make changes, they don't run the same. They don't sound the same. So people are looking for those old school baits. And it's kind of one of those things that people pay money for it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm in business. I go and hunt those things down and find them, but I try not to charge full retail to what they're selling for. I mean, I got some right here that, the original bone in orange there, and a couple of the colors. I know the chartreuse one right here will sell for easily $25, $35 for that bait right there. So awesome. But if you want to go really old school, go back to the original Potomac River and the speed trap style Man's. It's I think it's a hackleback bait, but this was the baby 1 minus on the Potomac River before those came out. That's what guys threw.
That's so cool.
So, I had a gentleman come through and pick one up, very specific color this morning. And I was like, just talking to him. And he was like, yeah, this is old school. This is old school Potomac River crankbait right here. So,
guys, this guy's actually trying to make a living today. And I would literally talk his ear off. I found this before 2028. I'm going to get him sitting down. We can get the dates figured out.
We got to talk fishing too.
Yeah.
We got to talk baits, but we haven't really talked fishing.
Yeah, because you're almost like AOI every year, New Horizon. I mean, you're always up there.
That was the one year I did very well. Don't it's every 20 years I do very well with that club. Seriously, I mean, I got, you just happened to come, the year I had a great year.
You killed it, right?
So, yeah. So, but no, the Rappahannock River, I got out and fished that quite a bit last year, and just had an amazing time on it, and learned a lot about it. So the Rappahannock and, the smaller rivers and that type of thing. I fish a lot of that and other bodies of water, like Anna and like Smith Mountain and Bugs and, the different lakes here, in Virginia.
You heard it, guys. Let's pressure him to figure out a date so we can just sit down and do a long form conversation. Otherwise, I will also show this up to the good camera later on. Go check him out.
Smitty Stacklebox.
So go check him out, guys.
And if you haven't, that's Goldie right over there in the maroon long sleeve shirt.
I am going to corner him.
That is the man.
Yeah, we're going to shoot a.
I think I got history. Poe's staff in the early 70s. Poe's,
Yeah.
Poe's
To be continued.
national staff, 1970. He's been around.
So I'm gonna try to jump him later, and we'll do an off live stream recording today. How about that, guys? So anyway, I'll talk to him. All right, thank you, man. And thanks. All right, guys, let's keep on keeping on. Yeah, something I've learned, like sometimes for some of these people, when I haven't had them on before, I don't like to put a camera in their face because they do get a little gun shy, especially these smaller shows. So what I did do this time is I brought my cameras. If you can pan to that setup over there, I'm gonna do pre-recorded shows today. That way we can sit down, make sure the audio and the mics are good, all the video is clean, and then I'll re-upload those. So we're trying to do it a little bit differently this time just to see if things work out better that way. Yeah, I think we should hit the last couple of booths, and then we can shut down the stream. Lead the way. I'll follow you. We got our fantastic cameraman, my mother. Huge shout out to her. She is also one of the upper echelons in the division of a letter agency. She's very good with technology. Guys, this is amazing here. Look at this stuff. Wow. That's so cool. How are you? Good. You want to talk about your stuff? There you go.
I thought you were going to ask me questions.
Yeah, I'm going to ask questions. Okay. So why are you here? What are you selling?
I make all these myself.
Oh, you do?
Yep. I got 200 molds. I got probably 45, 50 different colors. Some of them are all hand poured. Some of them are in the molds. Make everything, all of them myself. My wife makes the t-shirts. She makes the wind chimes, the fishing, and the dog, and all. Yeah.
Oh, that's a cool bottle.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta make sure it's hooked. Nope. Come on there, man.
You want to take a step back? Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, she makes them. I gotta put the other two, they come off. But she sells the heck out of them. She's got one of them crickets, and she's got her own company.
Really?
Debbie Does Designs, yep.
Debbie Does Designs, guys. Go check out Debbie Does Designs. And then if you want to get a hard look at his phone number and his email address. So Stoney Lures.
See, Stoney Lures, because the name's Mike Stonehouse. Or Lyle Stonehouse. Why am I saying Mike? Lyle Stonehouse is the name. So if you want to call that number on the front, you can call that number too.
So what's the newest thing or design that you came up with?
Probably some of these. I did a lot of different colors with these swim baits. A whole bunch of different colors. These are kind of high-end baits right here for the bass fishermen. I don't sell them. I haven't sold them any of those here yet because they're priced a little high for these people, I guess. I don't know. People.
I like that color.
Yeah, I do. I'm down at Lake Gaston. I got a house down at Lake Gaston, and you ever seen the vending machines that turn?
Yeah.
And they push the thing out? I have one down in front of the food line. Every week I got to go down and fill it back up.
Really? Wow. That's a neat idea, doing a vending machine for baits.
Just put these in there, just like that. Line them up, and as you put your money in, it has the price on it. You put the money in, it rolls it right out and drops it down.
Huh.
I got three of them out there. Not at Gaston, but I got 3 of them around.
That's a really neat idea. There you go. You just gave away the secrets, guys.
Yeah.
That's how he's retiring a millionaire right there.
Yeah, sure. I wish.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. So again, guys, go check him out right here. Really cool. Stoney's Baits. That is, yep, you're welcome. All right, let's keep on keeping on. Guys, please put a thumbs up in the chat. Just do a couple of dots, exclamation marks, anything like that would be very helpful, just so that we can Keep it. Yep. Fishing the DMV. It's fishing the DMV. Yeah, and you can look at that big sign there. It has there. It's on YouTube. Yeah, go check it out. Right. Yep. You're welcome. So yeah, keep on keeping on here, and then we have this haunting crawl that looks like I was gonna say owl man. I'm not like that. The Mothman. That's really cool. You want to pan here on these baits? That color is so cool. It's like translucent.
Yeah, they're all transparent.
All transparent baits. Do you mind just talking about your baits real quick? You can talk into that mic.
Yeah, I just got some blanks. I got some mega bass, eye by eye shads. I got some OSP blitz crankbaits here, and I got some mega bass griffins. And I got some little bandits that I painted up. These are my design here. All the 3DI backwards facing crayfish are all my design. It's just eye shine crawls.
Eye shine crawls. That looks really cool.
Yeah, yeah.
How did you come up with this idea?
I came up with this like in the late 70s. I noticed that all the crayfish were painted facing forward. I said, I can change that. All the crayfish, they go backwards when they escape. So I came up with that design.
That's so cool. That's really cool.
Like this is one of my first ones here. Then I went to the more rounded.
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is the first ones I came up with here. And then I switched to that. It's a little easier to paint that.
That's really cool.
Do you use an airbrush or?
Yeah, they're airbrushed with the stencil.
That's really neat. And then, do you have another show? Is this your last show of the year? You got some more that you're going to be going to?
So, I didn't make it to the Fredericksburg show a couple of weeks ago, but yeah, I usually do this one in that one.
That one. If people want to find you and they're not here, is there a way they can order the baits online?
No, I'm not online right now.
Okay, awesome. So if you guys want to get these baits, this is a limited time only. You got to get out here right now. That's so cool. Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate it. All right, let's keep on moving on. We're almost to the hour mark here, so hey, what's up, boss? You here at this place?
I'm just checking out my friends.
Oh, okay, cool. He's a customer. You guys want to talk? You want to hype up your stuff? Okay.
This is a bitchin' deal right over here.
Oh, this is the deal. Where's the deal?
Well, this is the deal.
Yeah, what am I trying to sell for you guys? Well, talk about it. Come on, hype up your stuff. Let's go.
Yeah, 36 volt Ultrix 112. I just put $200 in parts in it. Runs perfectly, and then a Dakota Lithium 36 volt, 64 amp hour battery. Combo package 2,000. This is probably worth about $5 if you bought it new. So it's a pretty good deal. Selling each individually as well. So
my caffeine has not kicked in yet. How much is this total?
about 5,000. I mean, this was 1,600 new. This is like 3,400
Okay, wow.
new maybe.
And it's selling for
I'm selling the package deal for 2,000.
There you go, guys. Come on. Don't tell your wife you
No.
secret account.
Or I'm selling the motor for 1,500 or 1,600, or best offer, or the battery alone for 700.
Wow, that is actually not as heavy as I thought it would be.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just went through this motor, so it works great. Brand new parts inside, so it's really smooth, and don't need any more. Got a brand new one. So,
And then you also do rods, right?
I do. Yeah. You interviewed me last year. So I got some rods back here, and this is the one I caught the 8.6 on the other day with Matt McCluskey. But
You guys have probably heard that name once or twice.
yeah, so it's a Northport Composites blank. Northport Composites carbon fiber handles, silicon carbide guides, and parts are around for me about 280. So it'd be about a 350 rod if I was to build it for you.
but it's amazing rod. Caught 7.5 on it, 8.6 this winter.
Wow.
And
What's the turnaround time, just roughly?
turnaround time is generally about a week.
About a week.
Or two, depending on my work schedule.
Okay.
Matter of fact, this is actually Matt McCluskey gave me a Dobbins rod, so I recycled the hand grip and the carbon fiber thing. So this is kind of a Frankenstein together rod, but
That's cool.
I built it for myself. It's a good popper rod, but I build most of my rods off of Northport Composite Blanks, which is Gary Loomis's company. He sells edge rods, so all these blanks are edge rod blanks.
Oh, that's
really,
awesome.
because he. But yeah, it was kind of a fun little project. I had some spare parts, and Matt McCluskey donated a Dobbins rod to me, so I was like, I can use the real seat, I could use the carbon fiber hood, and put it together. And I think it's just a striking combination, to tell you the truth. But
That is beautiful.
I'm using that for a popper. But I build anything from. I got a trout rod I'm going to be building here for a guy, and then I built all the way up to like a punching rod, frog rod, or A-rig rod. So
That is awesome.
But-
Yeah, if people want to get a hold of you, how do they get a hold of you?
you can either call me at 703-850-7421. That's my cell number, or you're taking a picture of a business card right now, and my email I think is on there as well. So, but I do a lot of rod repairs, saw repair, tips. Matter of fact, I think last year I brought this one to show, but this is like if you break a tip and it's not under warranty or something, and you want me to fix it, I can like fix a tip, or if it's broken in the power section, I can still do a inside or inner sleeve and an outer sleeve, and I've done that with a number of different rods. But yeah, this rod's awesome too. I still use it. Like all the rods that I break, I fix, and I still fish with them, and they're awesome. So
Yeah.
Go up on your.
Yeah, no kidding. There you guys have it. Come on out here. Come check it out. We're going to keep on keeping on here, moving on. Yeah, you guys are very welcome. Look at that. Yeah, come on by his trailer motor, guys. Get a good deal on these Ultrexes because it's freaking, those things get expensive. All right, we've got about 10 minutes left here before we're going to wrap up this live stream that we're doing. We've got some beautiful catfish rods here. You can tell by the catfish rods because of the bright colors, because they glow in the dark with the black light. That's why they do it like that. So you can see them bouncing in the moonlight. All right, guys. Best question will get a shout out. Come on, give us some questions in the comment section. Anything. If you're watching, just at least put a period. Just type ... Just by doing that, it just helps send the algorithm push it. Commenting in a live stream actually pushes the live stream out to more people. So just put F in the chat. If you are enjoying this, if you're enjoying what we're giving you, that's all it takes. I don't even want you to like and subscribe. You don't have to do that. You don't have to pay me money. Just put an F in the chat or yell at me. Tell me I'm ugly. Tell me my voice sounds weird. Tell me I look like a donkey. I do not care. Just say something. I heard Rock River's pretty good. We got our kitty line. Thank you to. All right. See, is that pretty? That's so cool. All right. So I have this guy I'm going to get on here. Hey, we got Crappy Kev in the chat. Hey, boss man, how you doing? Look at these catfish reels are cool. All right, now I got right here. This is the rookie of the year. Okay, the rookie of the year. Hey, Thomas, what's up? No, what? So what? Trying not to spend money. Yeah, I know that's hard.
My secret? A lot of luck, guessing. I followed you quite a bit. Whatever you were doing, I would do what you were doing. That's it.
No, come on, there's got to be more to it. You had an outstanding rookie of the year season, minus the meltdown you had at Lake Anna, but that could be its own story, which is funny.
Yeah. I don't know. I learned a lot from, honest to God, I learned a lot from the guys in the group. Phenomenal group of guys. just absorbing what you guys were doing and learning a lot. So
Okay, he's a politician, is what he is, man. He knows how to do an interview. We're gonna get him on the show at some point to do a sit down talking about his whole year AOI. And I guess our season starts here in like a month and a half and some change, right?
Yeah.
Lake Anna comes up here.
Yep.
I need to get Mike on the show to talk about rule changes and stuff, see if there's anything going on. So I'll say that on a hot mic. I don't care, but just to figure out what's going on with the kayaks, the live scoping and stuff. Yeah, because season's coming pretty quick.
the ratings are going to plummet with
Yeah.
that interview. Just let
No,
the
they're not going to plummet. This guy knows Milliken. He's best friends with him. They share bunk beds together in the summertime. So yeah.
And friends with Ben. Good dude.
All right, guys, let's keep on keeping on here.
Riverbend Smallies.
Cool show. I'd like to hear about Riverbend Small.
Riverbend Park Smallies.
Okay. Where are they?
No, I think that's a fishing location.
Riverbend Park. Oh, Riverbend Park Smallies. Okay, yeah. I can help find that stuff there.
Fishing net.
Yeah, we're gonna be getting through there. I think we got everybody now. Yeah, sweet. I think we got everybody. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna segue back to the main booth here, and we're gonna be doing a pause. Brain focus. This is what we're gonna be doing, guys. We're gonna do a quick commercial break here. We're gonna go back to the booth, do a quick commercial break, and then we're gonna be doing a couple of interviews. We'll do probably one more interview live, and then I'm going to go off camera and do pre-recorded episodes that'll be dropping later on this month. So guys, come on down to Dale City, just come say hi, hang out. Huge shout out to this person who drove all the way, gave up her grandchild to be here.
This is incredible. The amount of artistry that goes into making these lures. They're not mass manufactured. These are people that do the trade and put their love of art and fishing together. So there's a lot of really unique stuff here. Come on down and check it out yourself.
No, absolutely, absolutely. I'm going to give her the camera back now. I just had to give her a quick little shout out. Let's keep on keeping on. Beautiful, beautiful stuff here. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we will be right back.
Hey everyone, quick little announcement here from Fishing the DMV. Our Weekend Warrior membership on Patreon is nearly full. There are only 28 spots still available. Once these spots are gone, they're gone, and the Weekend Warrior tier will be closed to the general public. All members will be locked in indefinitely at a fantastic price point, and they will get all the benefits that they have today, plus any new benefits and discounts that will be added in the future. All Weekend Warriors will receive 5% off their orders to Jake's Bait and Tackle, 10% off their orders to Tiger Crankbaits, 10% off their orders to Catoctin Creek Rod. They'll also gain access to our private Facebook group community, loads of members only content. And in 2025, there are going to be tournaments that will be given a massive discount specifically to our Weekend Warrior members. Plus, if you sign up for the year right now, you will get 8% off your already fantastically discounted rate to join the Weekend Warrior program. Link in the episode description. Thank you. That would be a good idea. Augusta County is the next one. Alrighty, guys, we are back. How is everybody doing this morning? Let's go with the air horn. We are back live from the Dale City Show Expo. Again, guys, next weekend we're going to be at Augusta County. We're going to be at Augusta County Fishing Expo next weekend, and then the weekend after that, I got it right here. So, from February 8th and 9th, we are going to be at the Augusta County Fishing Show. And then February 22nd, I'm going to be at the Fishing Pro Tech Show. And then March 8th, we're going to be at Jake's Bait and Tackle Kayak Show. So that's kind of the rest of the schedule that I have when it comes to shows that I'm doing this year before I can actually start fishing. We got somebody in chat that asked a really good question. I want to make sure we bring this up here, which is Riverbend Park Smallies. Talk about that a little bit. Dude, I don't. What is there to say? The fishing there is fantastic. It's that whole area is extremely good. You can get up there and it's really good in the summertime, especially for wading. If you have a shallow running kayak, a bona fide or an inflatable like Trey Leach's, it's a really, really good place to go. Specifically tiny crankbaits, Ned rigs. You're gonna go with super light stuff. Flukes are gonna also be good as well for you to use. We got Jimbo in the house. Jimbo, morning, Thomas. Tell the VKAE boys I said what's up. I will. I just bumped into them. I think they left, actually. Did they leave? No, I think they're still here. It's been a fantastic show. It's been a lot of fun. I'm also shocked, again, at the Raleigh show, we had issues with our connection. At Richmond, we had issues with our connection. Dale City the last 2 years, connection has been bad, but look at this now. We're good. It's great. It's beautiful. I love it. You love it. We love it. We're here. Get that camera there. And we're going to switch camera angles right there. And what we're going to do, I'm going to add another camera. Boom. All right, cool. All right. How's everybody doing? We're going to get a little intimate here. So we're just going to talk. We're just going to talk and have a conversation. What does everyone think? Because Jimbo was in the comment section. He talked about the snakeheads. It was interesting that the Maryland DWR dropped that interesting document about their thoughts on snakeheads in their portion of the Chesapeake Bay, the Potomac River, Blackwater, places like that. So I decided to drop or re-drop the Odenkirk episode just to get a balance of opinion. It was not necessarily to create a fight, but to make sure all the information is out there for you guys. One issue I have with putting this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube is episodes that are really good can get lost. And sometimes you do have to just re-upload really good episodes and good information just to get them back into the zeitgeist. So go check that out. I'm going to have a snakehead expert on, actually. You guys all know him. I'm gonna leave it mysterious right now, but I'm gonna have a really cool snakehead guy on this Monday for the return of Monday Night Live. That's right. Monday Night Live is coming back this Monday. It's going to be at 7:30. It's a little bit later start, but we had to do that for my special guest, and we're going to talk about the snakehead issue, what's going on there. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. I have my own opinions on it, like the pros and cons of the snakies. But I'll save that for that show as well. We got BK in the house here. BK's, how you doing, boss? Dude is absolutely going to be killing it in the fishing derby. Now the water is starting to clear up for our members-only fishing tournament, Patreon tournament. I still think we've got a couple spots available in that tournament. If you guys want to join, go check that out as well. Let's see. We got Travis Meyer. Travis, how you doing, Travis? Good to see you, boss man. I know with this shirt right now, it's a little wonky. I just like disappear into the backdrop. It's kind of crazy. Let me take that off there. There we go. Alrighty, let's keep on scrolling through here. Let's see what else we got. Comment-wise, we got Lee Wells says, I absolutely love the booth. Yeah, the guy that made the handcrafted baits was it was so cool. It was really cool. What do you guys think of MLF's new format, by the way? I was talking to some of my my friends in a group chat about it. It's interesting because you see the disparity between... I wonder if MLF did it as a troll. And that's what I've always thought. It's like, because going with sonar, that's one thing. Having a tournament trailer that goes without sonar, that's another thing. Flip-flopping like that, there is stark contrast. And it's an interesting format that if you just care about drama, that is probably the best format for drama, because you're going to see the disparity between it. From a pure playing platform, I think it's a little... It has to be polished and refined a little bit, bouncing back and forth between that. Personally, if you want to have a tour with it, great. If you want to have a tour without it, cool too. Bouncing back and forth is interesting to me. And again, I know why Major League Fishing is doing it from the... I think there's a reason they did it from drama standpoint, but I think there's another reason, which is creating a decision that athletes have to make. Only having 3 timeouts in a game is a decision, and how you have to implement it. Adding this fact that you get to pick, or you get to have only so many quarters of the game that you can use forward-facing sonar, that's an interesting thought. That's an interesting concept to use. We got Jimbo. Yep, I like it. Makes more of a strategy. No, it does. It really does make for more of a strategy. But it's also, I guess, so I like that concept, just at its grassroots, give them more decisions to make. But what I think is going to get lost to the other conversation, which is showing you how forward-facing sonar has changed the game for better or worse. And the thing that keeps getting brought up, which I don't know if I believe, is... Do anglers nowadays, are they not as good because they have forward-facing sonars? I mean, they don't know how to do all this other stuff. And I don't know. I don't know, because it's usually by the older generation that says that. And these are the same people that will say, if you have a corporate job. Oh, sorry, my phone just going off. Don't know why. Dude. Hold on 1 second, guys. Because I am online right now. What is up? But anyway, so let me, sorry about that, guys. I just lost my train of thought. Sorry, I had a text message come through. Anyway, what I was saying is, when you have so many people that just say that because this new generation of angler have forward-facing sonar, they have less skill somewhere else. To me, I believe that's comparable to when you're at a corporate job and someone says like, well, people can't spell very good. They're not good at spelling. You know, the kids today don't know how to write by hand. And that might be true. They lost their ability to spell. They lost their ability to handwrite, but they also know how to code. They also know how to do things with technology that you don't. So it's kind of equals out, does it not? Okay, congratulations, you can write in cursive and you can spell good, but you still need your grandson that you're complaining to. You need their help to make the remote work for the TV. And I don't know, it's just, I hate to keep coming back to that as the argument, but is that not the argument? Your grandpa sitting on the couch being, kids today don't know how to do this, this, and this. Hey, boss, could you help me make the TV work and my phone and Siri? It's the same thing. So I don't know. It is an interesting thought. You said yes, bye, no, yes, bye. What is this? What is yes, bye, no, yes, bye? No idea. You can unplug all those mics too. You can turn them off. we're good right here. So anyway, that's my thought on that with forward-facing sonar and stuff. I mean, it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. The genie's out of the bottle. Adapt. I think there's going to be a bell curve. Once everybody has it, everyone gets really good at it. You're not going to see the huge separation. We're still in the infancy of forward-facing sonar. It's been around for less than 10 years. Think about that. It's been around for less than 10 years. The good black box Garmin put out with, not that first generation that was kind of wonky. That was okay, but I mean that first generation, the 32 black box. It's been less than 10 years that we've had this technology. And if you think about how many years all the companies have had a good version of it, it's less than 10 years for that as well. So once you have all the generations, once you have everyone in the field that is proficient with it, I think the weights are going to come back down in the sense of, what I mean come back down is like there's going to be less separation between everybody in the field. The weights are still going to be pretty good, but you're not going to have these blowouts where it's like you can tell half the field used it, half the field didn't use forward-facing sonar, if that kind of makes sense. It's a sniper's tool. It definitely lets you be more efficient, and I think that's the thing that's important is efficiency. Yes, you can force a fish to eat, so to speak, but it's also this is the part that blows my mind when it comes to it. It's your ability to process information and go through decision making. That is so quick with forward-facing sonar. You can have forward-facing sonar on your boat and not do the SB Matt McCluskey, drop a little minnow on them and tickle them. You can have forward-facing sonar on your boat and make you a better angler just like that. If you're throwing a jerk bait, you're going to know, if you have half a brain, if the jerkbait color is right, because they're not going to go near it. They're going to run away from it. And then you can make a decision. Do I need to change colors? Do I need to do this? All that information is just so much faster. I'll add another level to this conversation. If you scan around and you don't see shit, that's your fault if you stay there. If you were fishing in brush piles, and I talk to so many people about this now, when they're practicing and when they're fishing a tournament, you can drop the motor, look at a brush pile, and know if there's fish or not. At that point, you got to make a decision whether you're going to leave or not. Now, if you're going to be stubborn and stay, that's on you. So it's just your decision-making ability. Not necessarily that you're going to watch the fish eat the bait. That does happen a lot too. But it's your ability to comb through dead water way quicker. That's the one thing that's helped me the most with it, is trusting what I'm seeing and responding to that. Trusting that when I look and I don't see anything in the water column at all, why am I fishing? Move. Especially if it's an offshore bite. Like if I literally see it's a ghost town, there's no point in making 30 minutes of cast. Get the hell out of there. So I don't know. That's kind of the thought there with the scope. Should it be banned? Not when you can have tournament trails that are doing what the NPFL is. Capitalism, baby. Some trails have it, some trails don't, and everything is going to work out great. Everyone can watch what they want. Everyone can go to the restaurant they want and order the cheeseburger that they want it the way it is. What I would like to see is an uptick in other kind of trails and fishing. I just interviewed a guy who hasn't dropped yet about the ice bowl on Bugs Island for catfish. $20,000 plus in prizes given away. That was really cool. Didn't know that existed. Snakehead tournament trails. Let's make that more of a thing. That's really cool. Catfish kayak trails are a thing. That's cool. Like, I want to start investing more in my time into like really dabbling into all those little niches and stuff, because it is fascinating, the cultures that are in this area that just get overlooked because it's not a green fish, which is an absolute shame, which is an absolute freaking shame. But I don't know. What say you guys? What do you think about the situation this year with the MPFL, Major League Fishing, or Bass, or just talk about something else? Again, we're live from the Dale City show. I'm gonna go here for about another 10-15 minutes talking as I'm showing off everybody. It was packed a little earlier today. It's gotten a little bit quieter right now. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm going to be doing some interviews off camera. And what I mean by that is it's not going to be live stream. I'm going to do pre-recorded, so the audio's good, and that we have really good camera visuals there. So that's going to be dropping later today as well. We got a couple of questions here asking about what do I think about the kayak industry right now. What do I think about the kayak industry? Crap. It needs to come together. It needs to come together is a big thing. It's because tournaments like that where they're online basically, logistics. The logistics for these events are way easier, so everyone can have them. Do I think that's an issue? Not really, because you hear that with bass boat guys as well. It's like, well, there's too many tournaments, and that's an issue. No, just put on a good tournament. Put on a good tournament, and it comes down to how much are you paying back and how much it costs. Let's be real. Those are the two factors. If you're going to put on a tournament, whether it's a catch, weigh, release, whether it is a live well and weigh them in, put on a good tournament, good payouts, and good entry fees. Those are the two things. If you have those things figured out, people will come. I'm telling you, if you had a $100,000 grand prize for a kayak tournament, people would come to it. I'm exaggerating for emphasis, but people would come to it. So whether there's 1,000 tournaments or not, people would choose yours. But then they'll be like, well, that's the problem, right? And I think that's the bigger issue here is how do we get good payouts into kayak events? They're coming. They're coming. But that's the issue I have also with bass getting involved is I get nervous because payouts and bass don't really always go well together. And I feel like everything's going to be a step down from Hobie. You know, it just is. Because Bassmaster to me is not about the bass fisherman, that's the bass boat guy. The Bassmaster Classic is its own thing. And having the Bassmaster kayak thing, it's not the same. That is not the classic for kayaks. Jake Harshman talked about that. And I completely agree with him there that Hobie was the kayaks classic. That was the thing. That was a creme de la creme. And it's just a shame that they disappeared. And right now, I feel like everything's a wait and see to see how everyone responds to that. All the organizations respond to it. Because, yeah, it's sad. That's the biggest thing that comes to mind is it's just freaking sad. And I hate that most of these organizations feel like they have to go to big lakes. And again, it gets back to the things like, well, no one will show up. People will show up if the payouts are good. But that's the thing. So I think that comes down to it is because they don't want to have payouts that are good or that they can't have really good payouts. They have to go to let's just go to Lake Guntersville 37 times. Let's go to Kentucky Lake for a kayak derby 37 times. Why? Well, because we don't want to have good payouts or maybe we can't. We don't have the sponsorship backing. Versus I feel like if I put a tournament together on the New River, but I guaranteed $15,000 to $20,000 for the winner, that bitch would fill up real quick. Now, the issue is how do we get that money? And maybe that's where there's an industry issue. I don't think necessarily it means we should have one division because even if you have one division, I don't think the payouts would be good because people will be trying to make money off of it. I don't know. I would like a legit kayak series to where I feel like it was a trail with trail stops that were kayaky, if that makes sense. The Susquehanna River is a classic example of it. That is a kayaky stop. It is a very genuine, homegrown stomping ground to have a kayak event. Lake Guntersville to me, and again, maybe I'm biased because I'm a river rat, this doesn't feel kayaky to me. Some of these lakes in North Carolina that are electric motor only or motor restricted lakes, that's very kayaky. And then people also have the issue with Tom, those lakes aren't big enough. My counter would be like, okay, go to like a battle of couple of lakes. And I can see both sides of the argument. It's like, no, that's not fair. Everyone should be on the same body of water. It's like, but not everyone starts. If we have a tournament on Guntersville, I still have to make the choice of where to fish on Guntersville. I still have decisions to make. If you have 3 or 4 lakes and I get to practice, I get to pick which lake. It's a decision I made. So regardless if we start on the same lake or if we have a couple lakes to pick from, I still, in both ones, I have to make a decision of where I'm going to fish. The difference is there's one extra step of I need to pick the lake I want to fish and then where I want to fish on that lake, which I think is cool. It's a cool idea. And it opens up more places to fish. And to me, that's what it's about, is I just truly get bored. I couldn't fish a Potomac teams event personally and fish the Potomac 38,000 times each year. I would get bored shitless of fishing those tournaments there all the time. So I like it when you have a very unique trail that gets to test anglers at different places. And I would also like to see a kayak series that would be like a true river rat event. Like, let's see who the best kayak smallmouth angler is. Let's go. We have the New River. We have the Upper James. We have parts of the Roanoke River. We have the Shenandoah River. We have the Upper Potomac River. You have the Upper Rappahannock River. Need I say more? You have the South Holsted River. You have the Susquehanna River. You have the Julietta. I mean, we have plenty of legit smallmouth rivers here from like upper North Carolina all the way into Pennsylvania, and you go even New York if you want to, and you could literally find out who the best river kayak angler is, period. Not like, oh, this guy's good here, this guy's here. No, let's actually, that to me would be really cool to have a series like that, a legit series. Not just an online event, like a 1 day or 2 day event with an award ceremony, like a legit trail. That would be cool to me. But those are my thoughts there. Yeah, I don't know why I went on that tirade, but I did. We got a couple more things. Cool show. I answered that question. Crappy Cave says, hey, how you guys doing? So, guys, thank you so much. We were live for an hour this morning. This is absolutely crazy. Go watch some Major League Fishing. Go watch some fishing somewhere else. Get ready, guys. It is February 1. We have a month and some change, I think. I'm going to say about, 40 to 50 days before the weather gets really good. I'm going to say 50 days. I think we're 50 days away from the weather getting really good here. Late March is usually when things really kick off up here in Virginia and the Maryland area. We're getting close. Everyone's getting antsy. People want daylight savings time. People want the warm weather. People want spring, baby. We are done with this cold weather, and we're getting close to that. So, guys, please leave a like in the comment section. It really helps out in the algorithm. I'm going to be shutting down this live stream right now, but I really hoped you liked this live presentation. We were live from the Dale City Fishing Show. Again, I will be at Augusta County Fishing Expo next weekend. Those dates, again, are February 8th and 9th. Again, Augusta County Fishing Show is February 8th and 9th. Go check that out. Like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on Monday Night Live, 7:30 on this channel. Monday Night Live, 7:30 this Monday. We will see you then. Bye. Hey, everyone. Quick little announcement here from Fishing the DMV. Our Weekend Warrior membership on Patreon is nearly full. There are only 28 spots still available. Once these spots are gone, they're gone, and the Weekend Warrior tier will be closed to the general public. All members will be locked in indefinitely at a fantastic price point, and they will get all the benefits that they have today, plus any new benefits and discounts that will be added in the future. All Weekend Warriors will receive 5% off their orders to Jake's Bait and Tackle, 10% off their orders to Tiger Crankbaits, 10% off their orders to Catoctin Creek Rod. They'll also gain access to our private Facebook group community, loads of members-only content. And in 2025, there are going to be tournaments that will be given a massive discount specifically to our Weekend Warrior members. Plus, if you sign up for the year right now, you will get 8% off your already fantastically discounted rate to join the Weekend Warrior program. Link in the episode description. Thank you. You're listening to Fishing the DMV with your hosts, Thomas Ahrens and Jared Mounts. Fishing the DMV is brought to you by Jake's Bait and Tackle.